Hello everyone, I am Prashant Nandam. Welcome back to our channel. Today we will see session 15 with part 2, which is Lambda function. And Lambda is a serverless compute service that allows you to run code without provisioning or managing services, okay? And it automatically executes your code in response to events and manage the compute resources. And if you see here why it is used, automatically scale applications and reduce operational cost and pay only for execution time, okay? And you can go through complete details here again, and the language it supports is Python, Java, Go, Ruby, Node.js and all. Before proceeding into demo, I request you all to subscribe to our channel for more DevOps related content, and please share the channel information to someone who is interested in learning DevOps. Cool. Let's begin our demo. Search for Lambda. Click on create function. Select author from scratch. Give function name as engineer data. Let's select this as Python 3.14. Click on create function. It will take some time. Let's wait. Okay. Cool. The function has been created. Now understand the screen here. Okay. And this is our Lambda function. I mean, we just created this, right? That is the one. And now delete everything which is here in lambda function.py, and I do already have a code. You can use your own one. I mean, you can just Google it and get some code for testing purpose. Yeah, this is what I want. There will be option to deploy. Yeah, this one. Click deploy. Now it has been successfully deployed, and run test now. Okay, click on test, and here create event it is asking, right? Click test, create new test event, give event name. Let's write a test event. Let everything be same, and in this change this details. Let's add our details here. Name, and let's add Prashant here. Prashant 95, and then let's add department as well. Department mechanical. That's it. Cool. Now this save and run this one. Save it. You can see save option at the top. This one. The test event was saved successfully, and you can run this now. See, if when I run the test, it is giving me output as 200, which is success status code, and name is test event, status is succeeded, message hello Prashant 95 from mechanical team. You can see other details like start request id and request id and now, and it is easy to fetch values here. Let me show you the code which I added. If you see here, event is the input, okay, and event get is the department details it is getting, and once we test and run, we are getting the response as like this. Hope you understood. And now what we will do, we will see lambda function with DynamoDB. Okay, to do that we have to create a IAM role. Okay, and to do that, scroll down, duplicate this tab, click on IAM, click on role, use case AWS Lambda, click on next, and in permissions attach policy which is DynamoDB full access, this one, and click next and give role name Lambda Dynamo test and create role. Wonderful, a role has been created. Now go back to your event, go to Lambda, or else instead of going there and creating role, we can create from here as well. Click on configuration, and in configuration we can see permissions at the left side. Somewhere we can see permission. Search for that here, permissions, click on permissions, and then here if you see execution role and click on this, it will take you to IAM. Click on add permissions and attach policy and search for Dynamo, Amazon DynamoDB full access, and just add permission over there. Policy will be attached. Great, we have added the policy now. And now check permissions, what all it has. Yes, it has two. And go back to our Lambda role, click on this function and click on code. Let's edit this and add the other code. I already had saved this in the, you can get it from Google as well. Just say sample code for Lambda function test with DynamoDB. We have added our code and click deploy. Wonderful, it has been successfully deployed. Now click on test, create new test event, give name as new test event itself, and in the search bar give details as follow. Let's give engineer ID which is 100 105, and I'll give name as name. Let's give name for this, and name is PR, and let's add department as IT, PR and department as IT, and years equal to 10, and location, let's add location as well for this user. Delhi. And now if I save and run this test file, I have saved, right? Now when I click test, see the wonder now. Okay, it seems it's failed for some reason. Let's verify. Remember, these are case sensitive. Okay, the details which are providing are case sensitive. It should be, if they are lowercase, it should be lowercase, and if they are uppercase, it should be uppercase. Okay, now I understand this capital one, not small, because if you see, it's engineers and it's engineer ID. Okay, it's engineers. Let's verify if there is any else. Redeploy our code. Save this and test. It should work. Wonderful. If you see status succeed, test event name, new user test, response status code 200, message, new engineer created successfully. Now go back to your tables, click this table, and if you refresh here and go to this explore table items, you should see Karthik here. Now what we'll do, I'll give this code in comments as well. You can use. Let's do another thing. Let's add more details here, like engineer ID is 900, name is Rakesh, experience is, let's add 15, location is Delhi. Let's save this, retest now. When you retest, it should give you success event. Okay, see, it is succeed. Now verify here, sorry, here verify. You should see Rakesh as well. Okay, this is how you interact Lambda function with DynamoDB. Just to explain you again in clear, what all we did, we didn't do anything. I mean, we haven't did anything much here. We have created a function, and upon creating a function, we went to configuration and permissions. We added our DynamoDB role here. If you see here, if you go to this, you will be seeing assigned policies. See, DynamoDB full access policy we have assigned to that. And after assigning policy, what our agenda, we want to trigger this Lambda function to DynamoDB, which means when we create a user using this Lambda function, that should trigger in the DynamoDB. To do that, I have prepared a code. You can just get this code from online. We are using Boto 3, and here to connect to DynamoDB, we are giving our DynamoDB details. If you see here, this is table, and what is our table name? Engineers. So we have provided our table name. You can find here, this is our table name, engineers. And after that, what we have mentioned, partition key. What is our partition key? If you see, this is the partition key, engineer ID. What we discussed, partition key is used to find your details. So we mentioned partition key. If not engineer ID, return to 400 and say so missing input. And if new engineer, then mention go with this engineer ID and provide all necessary. If it is success, say success. If it failed, say failed. And in test event, we provided user details. We, after providing this complete code, we deployed it, and upon deployment, we created a new test event, and we have provided user details. We saved the test event, and when we ran test, you see, we are getting errors. User has been created. Now same users will be there. So yes, I'll show you how this is how the users will be created. Okay, that's how we can trigger any service using Lambda. Not only DynamoDB, you can use Lambda function to trigger to S3 bucket as well. Hope this makes sense. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you can put in comments. I'll try to answer. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.